My name is Dr. Iris Barrett, and I am founder of The Word is My Life Training Ministry. I'm a lifelong resident of Hickory, North Carolina. I thoroughly enjoyed my time on the board. I learned so much from being involved with this board. First and foremost, from a business environment, I found out that community college settings, academic settings were completely different from the business world. The primary thing I learned is that the economy plays so much of a role in enrollment in a school. So when the economy is going well, often students choose to work instead of come to school. And then obviously when the economy falls off, often enrollment goes up. So that was something new that I didn't know before. And as well, funding. I just thought that you got sufficient funding from students that were enrolled. I later on found out that there are local sources, there are state sources, and there's always the issue of, do we have the funding necessary from these sources in order to do what we'd like to do? And obviously in the community, I learned so much about the needs of the community academically, adult education, what is needed in our community, what does the business world need? And a lot of times we found out that technology and making sure workers in our area have the technological capability to do some of the new things that are coming down the pike was just very, very important. And the community college here was critical in that step. And then obviously in the future, the growth of CVCC and the expansion of it, and that's what we're really seeing today. I learned so much about the need for a college to stay cutting edge and continue to expand and grow. Now all of that relates to what I'm doing now, the Word is My Life Training Ministry. I learned so much by sitting around the table with leaders in this area, individuals who were building and developing and growing businesses and institutions or whatever it is that they were doing. And I learned more than I realized, because when the Lord guided me out of the business realm into ministry, He said, start the Word is My Life Training Ministry, and I didn't flinch. I had no idea where I got the gumption to start from scratch doing this. But now I realized that I was connected into leaders at CVCC, throughout the city, and I really gleaned more than I realized. I had left to go to UNC Chapel Hill, Duke University, had my master's, came back to the area to work at Secor and Corning, and truly was just excited to be involved in the community and do things or whatnot. I had no idea of whether I was laying any kind of groundwork, because, I just thought it all had been done before, and I just really wanted to have some kind of impact on this city. So it's always been about impact and contributing versus really anything else. And just to know that truly I was a forerunner in something, it's something you expect, someone to have gone before you in the 1970s or the 1930s or the 1920s, and I first became a board member in 1998. So before then, there were no other black individuals that had served on the board, and that was just a shock to me, but it is what it is, and I am grateful to have had a positive impact. I am absolutely floored when the young lady called me and said that I was a recipient. I wasn't 100% sure that it was truly me. Surely someone came ahead of me, and was floored when that was not the case. So I am just honored, I'm pleased, I'm thankful, I'm blessed, I'm favored by God to be remembered by CVCC. I think how I would come at the question pertaining to continuing to celebrate Black and African American contributions. I think it's very important when you have students, when you have anyone that you see, teachers, staff, etc., administrators that are minorities that are contributing, that are working, they're trying their best. How might you come alongside and see how they can be supported, assisted, because there's so many things that press against, so many things that impede and constrain. And so it's very important to see these that are working against the tide. Those that are pressing in, even when they have things pressing against them. Coming alongside and saying, how can I help? Are you okay? Is there anything that I can do to assist you? Because you're already doing great things. How can I help you?